you have a ball or can create one. And again, if you don't have any balls, you can use a soft sort of, this is kind of a soft vitamin container. But I'm going to use this ball with McCoy here. When we're gonna put the ball on the floor, and we're going to work with, actually you choose whichever foot you want to work with, okay? You can pick the foot that was flatter or heavier. You could pick your standing leg. You could just pick your right or your left. And I'm gonna work with McCoy's, this one, just because it's easy. So first thing you wanna do is place the ball on the floor and find your heel. Maybe I can move the camera. Yeah. So the heel bone is making contact with the floor and the ball's in between. And you just want to, I love circles, as most of you know. So you just want to circle the heel on the ball against the floor. And you can explore the inner, whoops, ball might do that. The inner border of the heel, the outer border of the heel. When you run your foot forward on the ball, you'll find the back of the heel. When you run your heel backwards, so the ball comes forward, you'll see that the heel bone is quite long. How long is that? It's as long as a fist almost from the back. That's how far the heel bone comes into the foot. And of course, as you're playing with this movement, you may notice that as your heel is rolling, your knee could be moving. And especially if you start to make circles, you may also begin to sense that the tib and the fib, as the heel moves and circles, the tib and the fib spiral around each other. And then you want to rest, let that go, rest your feet. Close your eyes. We always want to pair the movement with the not movement. And in the quiet, what you might start to feel as the awareness of this, the skeletal awareness can kind of travel upwardly, downwardly. Let the lotion of the motion really spread, using your breath, your awareness. And now go ahead and take the foot you've been working with and place the ball on the ball of the foot. So what's the ball of our foot? We have the base of the big toe, the base of the second toe. The patty, fleshy ball of the foot is protecting each of these joints. Yeah, so you're going to locate the ball of your foot with the ball on the floor. And again, move your foot and on the ball so that you, with the pressure of the foot on the ball, and make it as soft as you can just to highlight the sensation. And as I was saying earlier, how soft the ball, if you have a very soft surface, you can use a little more pressure to scribe these bones. If you only have a hard ball, you just want to regulate the pressure by how much you're pushing through your foot. Yeah. And the awareness part is that as you roll the ball inwardly and find the big toe, and then the journey of rolling the ball toward the baby toe, can you begin to articulate? And so you articulate each bone, and you articulate, and some areas will be clearer or less clear. You articulate the outer border compared to the inner border. Okay, cool. And now let that go and rest. Again, it's in the rest where we listen for any juiciness that the movement has afforded. And then just maybe put the ball away for a bit. And now just take your foot on the floor and just move your knee outwardly so that you find the outer border of your foot. And then inwardly so you find the inner border. So your arch, if you think about where the arch is, when you shift your weight, maybe your knee comes out, your arch is increasing. And then when you move your knee inwardly, the arch is flattening. And maybe, don't push it, but perhaps you can lighten the outer border. And then using your knee to help you, just go back and forth describing the inner border and the outer border of this foot we've been working with. And then the little master move for this one is, can we keep the knee relatively still and then just use the foot itself to find first, usually the outer border is easier to find, and then the inner border. So we can lighten the outer edge, dropping the arch, or we can lift the arch and find the outer edge. And you see, when you keep the top business relatively still, what we have to find then is the articulation in the so-called ankle. And that's what a lot of us lose as we get older. We lose this ability to articulate. And then just take your foot, like kind of point your toes, flex your toes. And as you do this little movement, just locate your heel. And so as you point, can you sense that the heel kind of tucks under and this joint opens? And then you press through your heel, closing this joint and allowing the space for that flexion to happen. And then again, you can take this whole thing on a circle. You could circle from your big toe. You could circle. These three toes kind of fuse together in sensation most often, but you could think about circling the middle toes. And then the pinky is usually easy to differentiate. Taking the pinky on a circle. And then again, just come back to neutral. Breathe. Feel, sense the difference between the foot that was moving and the other side. And then in your own time, come on up to stand and take yourself for a little stroll.